For a lossless transmission line shown below has following parameters. The generator voltage is 10 angle 0 degrees volts. Internal resistance of the generator is 50 minus 40 J, and the phase constant is given, that is beta equal to 0.25 radians per meter. And the question is to find the input impedance at the sending end, voltage at receiving end, input impedance at 3 meters from the source, voltage at 3 meters from the source, input impedance at 4 meters from the load, and voltage at 4 meters from the load. Let's start with the first question, the input impedance at sending end. The input impedance at sending end means the input which is available here, and this is, let us say, input impedance, and also given the length of the transmission line is 100 meters. If I consider the ZL position is 0, and this position will be L equal to 100 meters. So, I have to find out Zin equal to Z of L equal to 100 meters. Impedance at a distance of L equal to 100 meters is equal to characteristic impedance ZO into ZL plus J times ZO tan beta L by ZO plus J times ZL tan beta L. In our case, beta value is 0.25 radian per meter and L is 100 meters. Therefore, beta L equal to 0.25 into 100, that is equal to 25 radians. Therefore, beta L equal to 25 radians. Let me convert them into degrees, that is 180 by pi, which is equal to 1432.39. Anyway, this beta L repeats for every 360 degrees. I can convert this as 352.39 degrees. Therefore, Zin equal to impedance at a distance of 100 meters from the load equal to characteristic impedance is 60 ohm, ZL is J times 40 plus J into ZO 60 ohm into tan of 352.39 degrees by ZO is 60 ohm plus J times ZL means J times 40 tan of 352.39 degrees. If you solve this, you will get the input impedance equal to 29.36 J. If you want to represent it polar form, that is 29.36 angle 90 degrees. Therefore, the input impedance at sending end is 29.36 J. The second question is voltage at receiving end, which means we need voltage at receiving end which is available here. Let us measure what is voltage at sending end, that is, let us say this is V in our case. From this figure I can write V in equal to V g into Z in by Z in plus Z g. Z in we just calculated now, V g is given, Z g is also given. Upon substituting, we will get V in equal to 5.74 angle 102.01. Now we have voltage at input terminal of the transmission line. We need to find out voltage at a distance of 100 meters from here, a lossless transmission line. The voltage at receiving end equal to voltage at input of the transmission line into e power minus j beta L. We already calculated the value of beta L, which is equal to 352.39 degrees. Therefore, voltage at receiving end equal to V input, that is 5.74 angle 102.01 e power minus j times 352.39, that is equal to 5.74 angle 102.01. This is in e power minus jx form. By using Euler's theorem, I can write it as cos of minus 352.39 plus I into sine of minus 352.39. Upon solving, we will get the voltage at receiving end equal to 5.74 angle 109.62, and this is the answer for our second question. Voltage at receiving end is equal to 5.74 angle 109.62. If you want to represent the same value in A plus IB format, minus 1.927 plus 5.406 J. The third question is to find input impedance at 3 meters from the source. This is our transmission line, and let us say this is 3 meters and remaining length will be 100 minus 3, that is 97 meters. Now, the question is to find input impedance at 3 meters from the source. That means we need input impedance at this point. We will use the same formula, impedance transformation equation, that is input impedance Zin equal to, or else I can write it as impedance at a distance of L equal to 97 meters from the load, which is equal to ZO into ZL plus J times ZO tan beta L by ZO plus J times ZL tan beta L. Now, the value of beta is 25 radians per meter, and the value of length is impedance at a distance of 3 meters, and this point is at a distance of 97 meters from the load, L equal to 97 meters, and the beta L value equal to 24.25 radians. Upon converting into degrees, 180 by pi gives you 1389.42, and this value is equal to 309.42 degrees. Now, you have characteristic impedance ZO equal to 60, ZL is J times 40, and beta L value is equal to 309.42 degrees. Upon substituting impedance at a distance of 3 meters from the source or 97 meters from the load is equal to minus 18.21 J. The same value in polar form is 18.21 angle minus 90 degrees. Therefore, the impedance at 3 meters from the load is minus 18.21 J. The fourth question is to find voltage at 3 meters from the source. We already find out the value of input voltage, which is at sending end, and the input voltage is equal to 5.74 angle 102.01 volts. Now, we need voltage at 3 meters from source, that is equal to input voltage into e power minus j times beta L. Beta value is equal to 0.25 radians per meter and L value is 3 meters. The product of beta L is equal to 0.25 multiplied with 3, that is equal to 0.75. Upon converting it into degrees, that is 180 degrees by pi, you will get beta L value is equal to minus 42.97. voltage at 3 meters from source equal to V in 5.74 angle 102.01 into e power minus j times 42.97, and its value is equal to 5.74 angle 59.04. Therefore, the voltage at 3 meters from the source is equal to 5.74 angle 59.04. The same value in polar form is 2.95 plus 4.92 J. The next question is to find the input impedance at 4 meters from the load. Let us say this is 4 meter distance and this distance is 4 meters from the load, and the remaining distance will be 96 meters. Now we need impedance which is available here and which is at a distance of 4 meters from the load. Therefore, the transformation equation Z of L equal to 4 equal to ZO into ZL plus J times ZO tan beta L by ZO plus J times ZL tan beta L. Since we know the value of beta, that is equal to 0.25 radian per meter, and the length of the transmission line is now 4 meters. The multiplication of beta and L will gives you 0.25 into 4, that is equal to 1. This is in radians, and 1 radian is equal to 57.29 degrees. Now substitute 57.29 degrees instead of beta L in this equation. ZO equal to characteristic impedance, that is 60 ohm, and ZL is J times 40. Upon substituting, you will get Z of L equal to 4, or else impedance at a distance of 4 meters from the load is equal to minus 3507.32 J. Converting it into polar form, 3507.32 angle minus 90 degrees. Therefore, the impedance at a distance of 4 meters from the load is 3507.32 angle minus 90 degrees ohms. The last question is to find the voltage at 4 meters from the load. Now we need voltage at this point, which is 4 meters from the load. This problem you can solve in two methods. One is by considering the voltage at receiving end, and second method is by considering the voltage at input end. If you consider the voltage at receiving end, you have to travel a distance of 4 meters from the load. If you consider the input voltage or from the transmission side, then you have to consider a distance of 96 meters from the source. The first method, in method 1, the voltage at 4 meters from load equal to voltage at receiving end into e power plus j times beta L, where beta equal to 0.25 radian per meter and L equal to 4 meters. Since at the starting we considered that this point is Z equal to 0 and you are traveling in this direction, you have to put a positive sign here. The second method is voltage at 4 meters from load, you can even write it as voltage at 96 meters from source, that is equal to we input into minus j times beta L, where beta value remains as it is 0.25 radian per meter and L value is equal to 96 meters now. Since we already calculated the voltage at receiving end and V in upon substituting either in first method or else in second method, you will get the same value, that is equal to 5.74 angle 166.91. I can round off it to 5.74 angle 167. If you want to write it in A plus IB format, minus 5.59 plus 1.29 J, and this value is equal to voltage at 4 meters from load, which is the answer for our sixth question. Thank you. For more videos, subscribe our channel ECE Classroom.